Welcome back to the epicenter of celebrity truth. Welcome to News Around. We are your unwavering beacon in the often murky waters of stardom, dedicated to peeling back the layers of gloss to reveal the raw, human stories beneath. Today, we are not merely reporting on a rumor, we are performing a forensic analysis of a legend. We are revisiting a love story that defined a generation, a breakup that broke millions of hearts, and a newly surfaced video that threatens to rewrite history. Before we step into the time machine to revisit the golden era of coups, we have a crucial request for our growing family. If you value in-depth, unbiased, and sophisticated reporting, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. For those who wish to champion independent journalism and gain exclusive insights, we invite you to click the join button. Your support is the fuel that keeps our newsroom running. Don't forget to like this video and share your theories in the comments. Your voice is the final piece of our puzzle. Now, let us turn our gaze to the magnetic, mysterious, and now controversial saga of Yaman and Demet Özdemir. To understand the magnitude of today's story, one must first understand the height from which we fell. There was a time, not so long ago, when the names Yaman and Demet Özdemir were not just names, they were a singular entity. As the leads of the global phenomenon coups, the early bird, they captured lightning in a bottle. Their chemistry was not merely good acting, it was a visceral, electric force that transcended the screen, bleeding into reality in a way that few on-screen couples ever manage. The laughter shared in behind-the-scenes clips, the lingering glances at award ceremonies that seemed to last a second too long, the interviews where their sentences intertwined like vines, it all painted a picture of a love that was destined to outlive the script. Fans didn't just watch them, they believed in them. The collective consciousness of the fandom was anchored in a single, unwavering conviction: if they don't break up, they will marry. They were the modern fairy tale, the proof that the romance we see in fiction can exist in the mundane world. Yet, as the final credits rolled on the series, so too did the curtain fall on their shared narrative. The fairy tale did not end with a happily ever after, it ended with a silence so profound it was deafening. The ultimate blow came in the digital age's most brutal language, the mutual unfollow. In a world where social media connection is currency, this act was a declaration of war, or perhaps, a declaration of total erasure. For years, this silence has been a canvas upon which gossip columnists have painted their own chaotic masterpieces. Why did the beautiful image crumble so suddenly? Theories abounded, ranging from the mundane, intense work schedules to the dramatic. A catastrophic backstage argument. Yet, without a smoking gun, these remained mere whispers in the wind. The distance between them grew, solidified by years of non-communication, leaving fans to mourn a closure they never received. But as we know, in the digital age, nothing is ever truly buried. The past has a way of resurfacing when we least expect it. Enter the video. A grainy, fleeting piece of behind-the-scenes footage, unearthed from the archives by a relentless gossip portal, has set the internet ablaze. The clip captures a moment of high tension on a horse farm, presumably during the filming of one of the show's iconic equestrian scenes. In the audio, voices are raised, and a phrase cuts through the noise like a knife: "Come here, artist." The accusation was swift and brutal. The narrative that immediately took hold was that Yaman, known for his intense and sometimes volatile persona, had directed this derogatory command at Demet Özdemir. The addition of the phrase "come on, come ride, artist, come ride" added a layer of condescension that seemed to confirm the worst fears of the public, that the dream prince was, in reality, a nightmare. The theory was intoxicating in its simplicity. This was the moment it broke. This disrespect was the catalyst that led Demet, a woman of immense self-respect, to sever ties the moment the contracts expired. However, here at News Around, we do not accept the simple narrative. We dig deeper. Upon a forensic examination of the footage, frame by frame, Audio wave by audio wave, the picture of abuser and victim begins to dissolve. We must look at the geometry of the scene. Can Yaman's gaze is not fixed on Demet. His eyes are darting past her, locking onto a target unseen by the camera lens. The acoustics of the shout suggest it is a reaction, a retort thrown back at a heckler or a disorganized crew member, rather than an unprovoked attack on his co-star. The most telling evidence, however, lies in the silence of Demet Özdemir herself. In the clip, she does not recoil. She does not flinch. There is no flash of hurt or anger in her eyes. Instead, she remains focused, professional, and crucially, helpful. She is seen assisting Can with the horse, a gesture of camaraderie that contradicts the theory of a woman being verbally assaulted. Our viewers, the sharpest minds in the gossip community, have echoed this analysis. One astute commenter noted, "I listened with headphones. It sounds like someone from production is goading Can, and he is snapping back at them, not Demet. She is completely unfazed." Another pointed out, "Look at his eyes. He isn't looking at her." And she helps him mount the horse immediately after. You don't help a man who just called you a derogatory name. These observations point to a vital truth: context is everything. Why, then, did the negative interpretation gain such traction? To understand this, we must look at the persona of Can Yaman. Over the years, he has cultivated or been burdened with an image of the tough guy, the impulsive, unfiltered alpha male. This reputation makes him an easy villain in the court of public opinion. It is a classic case of confirmation bias. Because the public expects him to be volatile, they interpret ambiguous footage as proof of that volatility. However, those who worked closest with him tell a different story. They describe a man of boundless energy, yes, and perhaps a short fuse when it comes to incompetence or disrespect, but a man who is fundamentally protective. The idea that he would disrespect a woman, especially a partner with whom he shared such a profound bond, conflicts with the accounts of his chivalry on set. Demet, known for her zero-tolerance policy regarding on-set tension, would likely not have let such an insult slide without a world war ensuing. The fact that filming continued smoothly suggests the fight was external to their relationship. If the artist video is a red herring, what then is the truth? Why did they drift apart? The answer may be far less dramatic, and far more human, than we want to believe. A new statement from the couple's inner circle has shed light on a reality that is melancholic rather than explosive. They were very compatible, but they weren't progressing at the same pace. Sometimes you lose time, not love. Theirs was a bit like that. This quote is a revelation. It strips away the villains and the victims, leaving only two people at a crossroads. It suggests that the breakup was not a singular event, a shout, a slap, a betrayal, but a slow erosion. It was a divergence of paths. Can was looking towards Italy, towards international stardom, towards a different kind of life. Demet was rooting herself as the queen of Turkish drama, building a different empire. They didn't fall out of love, they fell out of sync. The feud was perhaps not animosity, but the painful, necessary distance required to untangle two lives that had become too deeply knotted. Today, Can Yaman and Demet Özdemir stand as titans in their own right. They are successful, productive, and powerful. The Come Here artist video, while sensational, is likely just a fragment of the high-stress environment of a TV set, a moment of noise in a symphony of success. The story of Can and Demet teaches us that sometimes, the most painful endings are the quiet ones. The ones where nobody did anything wrong, but everything went wrong anyway. The accusations of animosity are likely the public's way of trying to make sense of a sad, simple truth. Some loves are meant for a season, not a lifetime. We have unraveled the footage, analyzed the whispers, and looked into the eyes of the past. Now, we turn the spotlight to you. Do you believe the artist comment was a misunderstanding, or is there still fire behind this smoke? And crucially, Who would you like to see News Around investigate next? Is there another on-set mystery that keeps you up at night? Tell us in the comments below. We read, we listen, and we investigate. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the archives of fame, please like this video and subscribe to News Around. For the true insiders, the join button awaits. Until next time, remember. In the world of celebrity, the truth is often hiding in plain sight. Stay curious.